I love it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Triple T for Knife Makers podcast. I am your host, Denis Tyrell Knifeworks. And with me is the one, the only Jared Sandoval of the one and only Echo Blades. I don't know. Are you the one and only Echo Blades? Is there another one?
I don't know. I hope so.
Seems like there might be.
I can't believe there would be two dumbasses to pick a name like that. So I'd like to take that.
We're going with the theory that you're the only one.
Yes.
All right.
Although I did have to put an underscore in my name when I made it. So.
Oh, yeah. See there.
I'm good. I'm lying, but I'm good. I'm feeling.
Oh, well, okay. Keep lying.
I'm feeling chipper right now. I'm all fired up. I'm ready to go, ready to have some fun, talk about all this beautiful stuff that's going on in the community. Well, not really, just you. So my community.
I'm feeling like this is the first normal day I've had in like over 2 weeks because I went on vacation, was like super jet lagged for like 3 days, and then Koi came, and then I had a class. So like last week was like a whirlwind right off of getting any real work done, although it was fun, but and then finally had a nice relaxing weekend. Didn't really go in the shop till like last night, but so yeah, finally back at it today. So being productive. Actually, it was a really productive day, so I was happy.
Well, that's really good to hear.
So how was your weekend?
My weekend was
It was
That's pretty interesting. I just drew a complete blank.
The weekend flew by if you can't remember anything.
Yeah, what did I do Saturday? Oh, that's what I did. Saturday, I had the wonderful. So, my name is Jared. I'm an addict, right? That's part of my life, and I used to participate pretty heavily in a 12-step program. And over the past couple years, I've been kind of removed, busy life, lots of excuses, and all that good stuff. But this weekend there was a men's breakfast out in San Andreas, so that's probably about an hour and a half away from here. So I had a buddy invite me up there. So it's been on the books planned for quite a while, and I'm glad I remembered. But I shot up there and had a nice drive. Again, things are really busy and there's a lot going on. So I have too many things, lots of negative things, right? So to take a little quick drive, get my mind in a place where it's not really work related and just kind of cruising down. It was pretty cool. And it's out into the country, so it's kind of nice thing. But it was a cool time, man. I got there, met a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while. Heard a good message, and I just was good. But I was tired, man. I stayed up way too late on Friday doing nothing, and came back home and I half motivated to get out into the shop, but I just ended up just hanging out with Lynn and watching some.
So that thing was just a breakfast? Just go hang out?
So it's a breakfast. Like you go, it starts at like 8. You go, you eat breakfast, and then there's a couple speakers. And by the time I got out of there, it was after like 12:30 or 1. So it's a pretty long thing.
Oh, all right.
But
almost lunch at that point.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was good. Good to see a lot of people. Get a little recovery recharge, as we say, plug back in. And then came back home, had a little restful thing. But then Sunday. I
was just gonna do that.
Yeah, Sunday. We got to go out to I went out to Jeff's shop. Which we haven't been able to connect for. It's been a long time.
But, first of all, I'm going to cut you up. Jeff, thank you. I don't have to hear Jared whine about, I don't get to see Jeff anymore because he's hanging with you and he's doing your stuff. So finally, Jeff, you gave Jared a little love so he doesn't complain to me.
Yes. All those things are true because I was very, 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 very hurt over the fact that you stole my friend. No, uh, but yeah. So we got to hang out, and you know, I don't want to get too much into the sidebar part of how it's kind of weird how this kind of transpired. But he hit me up last week and was like, "Hey, man, I got some free time, a little less busy than normal. Do you want to start the press build?" And I have had all the parts to make my press for probably over a year and a half now. But there came a time where making tools to make tools took a lot of time, and trying to build up the shop and then trying to find time to make time to just make. And then as soon as I got that time like all set up, then work got really crazy and busy, and all the balance was kind of thrown off. So it's just been on the side burner. Plus I got 20 minutes away, and it's that's convenient, so it wasn't like a need type thing, it was a want. But after a conversation that I had with you and Coy, um, and you guys were both pushing me in the direction to just to do my own, to build, get the build going.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hesitant. I was fighting it. But anyways, then the next day, Jeff hits me up and he's like, "Hey, man, I got some time." So I was like, "All right, okay." Writing's on the wall. So we got to go out there on Sunday and discuss the build, start talking about the build. And we ended up just getting the first couple of, we got the top beam cut, the bottom beam cut, made some plans for how we're going to set everything up. And man, I got all fired up and pumped and started feeling like, we had another cool thing on the horizon. And it's all good now. So made a little reel about just cutting some I-beams on that big ass bandsaw that he had. I don't know. I was going back and forth because I haven't been posting much lately. And I was like, I'm really just gonna post a video of like some cinematic views of a bandsaw cutting some fucking high beams, and some fancy music, bro. But when I put it all together, I thought it was fucking cool.
Oh, I haven't. It didn't come up on my feed. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you have me blocked, but yeah, they
I hear enough from you.
it was pretty cool, man. I ended up just doing it just to do it, and but more
So,
so just to kind of talk about the build,
so what'd you guys get done?
with just cutting those I
You
beams.
just cut steel, okay?
Yeah, I'm serious. A lot of talking. Well, I mean, it sounds crazy, but you cut an I beam. We finalize the measurements of how wide we want
Now,
to make
now you're
everything.
saying I beam, but it's really tube, right?
No,
You're
no,
not.
we have so the vertical columns are going to be tube, but we're connecting them with
I
I
see.
beams. So we'll have I beam for the bottom beam, top beam, and in the dynamic uh,
Okay, that's good.
will
I beam
be,
stronger.
yeah. Um, so it'll work out. We just don't have beams for the vertical columns. We have the tube, but
Got it.
so yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited. I'm excited. But what we learned was that I beams are not square, especially I guess for
When they're rectangular usually. What do you mean?
no, they're not squared like true.
Oh
90
no.
degrees and they're bent all, so we are trying to
Yeah.
like kind of square shit up. So that was from cutting the beams onto the mill, trying to true everything up. And we were both surprised by how like there wasn't a single
I remember when.
parallel line that like was true. Like it was,
Yeah.
if we got the top plane, squared up, then on the vertical shit, it was twisted and
I,
not, it was weird.
I remember when I had mine all cut out, like the two tall beams, the top and the bottom, and I had it lying out on the floor, and you could like touch the different corners of the
Yep.
beams, and they would teeter, and I bet you it was out at least 3/16.
Oh yeah. It
So
was true. But this fucking guy, he pulls out these gigantic, I have never seen calipers this big. They were literally like 3 foot. The case was like, it was humongous. They looked almost, it was comical to see how big they were. Like when we think about calipers, right? We got our 6-inch caliper is pretty common, right? But if you ever see like a 12-inch one, those look ridiculously big.
yeah,
This thing was I mean, every bit of 3, probably more. Jeff, tell me how how big
That
those actually were.
now that sounds like a good little reel there.
Yes, it was good.
You
Jeff,
can
did
measure something.
yeah, for sure. I'll fucking text it to you right now. They were fucking gargantuan, dude. I couldn't believe it, but, yeah. So that was cool. That's what I
Yeah.
did Sunday, and then I went to work after that. So I drove to Oakland like the old days, and then I went to but I did wanna say something before we move on from that. Jeff does r really cool stuff in an amazing shop with, like, a huge amount of tools, like, on a really grand scale, right? And, we were kinda looking at some of the stuff that they had going. But I could tell you that the progression of my maker journey led me to walk into the shop. It's probably been a good 6 months, 8 months, like, almost, somewhere around crazy because he was coming over to my shop for a long time. So it's been a while since I've been there. But walking back in there and kinda, like, taking a peek and looking at things, like, how much we learn just by going through the motions and seeing things, meeting new people and talking, like, I was ended up kind of looking at some of the work they were doing, and, like, I was able to see the process in a way that I didn't have the vision, the knowledge, the awareness, like, there was I just couldn't put it together back then. So, I was asking some questions. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I see this. So this, that's 1 inch fucking stainless 316, and, oh, there's a weld beam. You guys are getting rid of that." And I'm like, "These are all sheets, and, like, how you put it together." It was really cool. I felt like,
Oh, that's good.
like, almost
Was Jeff
not
impressed
done.
with your knowledge?
He's never impressed by me. I was way too mean to him when we were kids, so he's probably like, "It's about time, you dumbass." Like, but they have
Uh,
a fucking massive press, dude. It's like
like 300 ton? Like how big is this press?
it has 50 cylinders.
50?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. What do they do with it?
they form fucking metal.
Oh, so it's like a cold press?
Yes,
Dang.
yes. I'll tell you more about it if I can. Dude, 50 fucking cylinders. I was like, I mean, if
Man.
you guys could see the dumbass look that I just put on, I know this is a podcast and you're not going to be able to see it, but my face was just utter amazement. If you could just close your eyes, take a small
Wow.
trip into the theater of the mind, and just realize Jared closing his eyes, feeling amazed.
That puts the hydraulic press channel to shame.
It was fucking massive, dude.
Did you get to see it run?
No, I didn't
Oh.
get to see it
Oh,
run.
how loud is that thing? 50 cylinder what's the motor that drives those?
It takes up probably, I don't know, 30, 40 feet of space. Just the press itself. It's probably fucking, dude. It's fucking massive. It's
You need to
huge.
take some pictures of that. Even Coy would be impressed.
Yeah, they'll probably yeah, maybe sometime, but that's kind of the deal. Uh, but it was cool. It was cool kinda going through the process and, like, really, Jeff, again, I've done this already, I'm gonna do this one more time, I'm never gonna say it again, but Jeff's vision for our builds back in the day, like I said, I just wasn't able to just see the potential and stuff, like, and looking at the stuff now, I'm like, why the fuck didn't we do this? Like, we could have like really innovated and been ahead of the curve here. But anyways, you're right, buddy. You were right.
You were pulling back the reins.
Yeah. I was like, no, it has to be a 2 inch belt and it has to go horizontal and it has to do this and like just based on what I'd seen. So it was cool.
Good, good.
And then I went to work.
Ah,
But I did go get a burrito and a banana shake. Sorry, Coy. Sorry.
someday you're gonna take me there.
Yes, you will love every minute of it.
All
Everyone
right.
has.
What's the name of this place?
Which one? The burrito's called Sonitas, and the shake is from Cecil's.
Cecil's and Sonidas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Huh. Well, I started my day in a little bit of an annoying mood after being on Facebook this morning.
Why? What happened?
So, okay, so it has a happy ending okay, or happier ending.
Whoa.
But
You got a massage?
not that kind of happy
Oh,
ending.
my bad. My bad.
Though I did just get a back massage from my wife before I came up here. But
Well,
um,
okay, that's good, at least.
but so I go on Facebook, and I don't remember which of the knife groups I was in, open it up, and I see a sanding machine that someone had built. I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh.
cool. And it's got the same linear rails as mine. It's got the same motor. It's got the same controller. It's even got the same clamp to clamp down the blade. I'm like, okay, obviously he's looked at mine. Great. I have no problems of someone duplicating it, copying it, whatever. I did kind of expect to be mentioned, inspired. I'm like, well, okay, maybe in the off chance he didn't. But then I read down the comments, and then someone did mention, hey, that looks like it's mine. And he goes, oh, yeah, it was inspired by mine. But that was like 20, 30 comments down. There's like 10 comments above that where it would say, hey, this is really cool. And he'd respond with, and someone would ask him, oh, you thinking about providing plans for these? And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Or someone would say, genius. And he'd say, thanks. And I'd be like, okay, motherfucker. Now I'm mad. Because he didn't cop to it being inspired by mine until someone called him out on it. So I messaged him and said, hey, it would be nice. You did admit to being inspired by mine, that you at least mention it in the post, because a bunch of people were asking, hey, would you build me one, all this stuff. To which he originally responded, well, I'm thinking about it. But he did, you know, we had a good conversation. He understood my point of view, and you know, and I'll say that this has happened to me before, where someone has come to me when I posted a video on. I was making a mag chuck. I was showing people how I make the mag chucks for surface grinding attachments, and someone came to me and said, "Hey, you really should um, credit Travis Words, who originally came up with the surface grinding attachment, which was like 10 years ago. And that's not who I got the idea with. But nonetheless, I still copied Travis. I still um, credited Travis. I edited the post and credited Travis. It's just the right thing to do. So anyway, if you're going to take it, if you're going to copy an idea from somebody and then you're going to post what you built, copy the original person you got the idea from. It's just a nice thing to do, particularly if they're selling it and trying to make some money off that. But
I'm glad that you said the last bit there, because I was really about to just kind of lay into you of the irony of you getting pissed off from somebody ripping something that you've done off. But and I'm joking, but I think that's funny, because and I appreciate you sharing the Travis thing with the mag check, right? Because
yeah, I mean, and I have no problem with people copy. It's going to get copied. It wasn't my original idea, though. I do have a design that a few people have copied, which is fine. But yeah,
yeah, I
just
mean, we're again to be completely original and innovative is pretty rare these
yeah,
days, right? And that's why when that happens, then those people deserve a golf clap and a "you're fucking awesome" and a bunch of people ripping them off, because it's
that's
just
right.
the way that's the badge of honor. So no, I agree, and I'm glad that worked out and that you guys were able to come to
Yeah,
an
and there was no hard
amicable.
feelings, and
Yeah,
he saw my point of view, and I understood that he didn't do it maliciously. So yeah, it was all good in the end.
you just never thought you were going to find out or see the post. You
Exactly.
didn't know
That's what
you're
I
fucking,
think.
you didn't know you're a beginner Facebook fucking stalker.
Uh, so I got other news. I think you know this already, but I'm going to tell everyone. Guess who I'm going to talk to tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, I have an interview with Instagram. So I have a 1 hour. They are interviewing me, and I told the guy who called me about. So how this started is They sent me an email, and I'm sure this is a mass email saying, "Hey, we're looking for people to interview based on their Instagram creator experience." And I'm like,
I didn't get the email either, guys. Don't worry. You're not alone.
um,
You got all 6 people going like, "I didn't get an email. Why did Dennis get an email?" I'm like, "Well, that right there, folks, is every day of my life."
and well, just to put some icing on that cake,
No,
and
tell
they're
me.
paying me. They're
Yeah.
paying me to interview for an hour of my time. And when the guy called me, I said, "Well, you better buckle up because I got a whole community that is up in arms about what's going on. Uh, you know, what's going on in our neck of the woods concerning Instagram."
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, that's great. We'd love to hear all this." I'm like, "All right, you you get ready." So I'm actually going to record because it's a Zoom meeting. So I'm going to screen capture and record the whole thing, and I am hoping to have some sound bites from that interview uh, to play on the show next week if it gets interesting. Because I want to hear what they're going to say when I say, "Well, why are you purposely um, filtering out knives? Why are you, we know all the issues."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting discussion tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. That's
Hopefully, it's
real
not a bunch of canned, hopefully, this is a discussion and not, "Hey, we just want to ask you our 25 canned questions we ask everybody." So we'll see. If it is, it's going to be boring. But
well, Dennis, it's your interview to control. You can take it in any direction you want to. You can even scream obscenities at them if you wish.
I
You
just
beep.
might.
We would all appreciate it, sir. I'm just by chance checking my account status and oh, yep, still the same. So,
Oh yeah, I checked mine yesterday, or the day before, and it has not changed. In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to show them on my phone because I have the extra monetization one that won't show me anything because every time I click on it, it says there's an error. So I've never been able to find out what the issue is.
oh, now that's a new one. See, that's why I don't look at this shit. I haven't looked at it in months and months and months, and I just looked at it, and now my profile is banned too. So,
Oh,
or
see,
blocked
you're
or limited.
back to you can't be searched.
Correct, because
Yeah,
it shows my bio and says that that's in direct violation of community guidelines. So go get him, Dennis. Go
yeah,
get him.
yeah. So we'll see if anything comes out of that. I'm not that hopeful, but who knows? Zuck is making changes over in Facebook land. So with some other things that he's posted, we'll see if there's anything behind that.
You know where there is no um, restrictions or blocking?
Yeah, on the Baker Forge app.
That is exactly yes. Because you should go check out the app at Baker Forged and Tool and check out the social media side of the app because we always talk about how it's an amazing place to shop where they have every single piece that is available and up for sale available on the app, and you get that wonderful bonus of getting early access to the drops as opposed to the website. But if you are looking for some top-notch quality pattern welded steel, you need to go check out Coy and the boys at Baker Forge and Tool. They have the ultimate etchant gator piss, and I had this weird thing because I'm going to do this read because I wrote it down anyways, but um, yeah, we already talked about the drop last week. Somehow we got ahead. So Coy spilled the beans about what was coming up, and that had already passed. Normally, we're telling you to go look at a drop that's probably not much available, but we're going to double up on that today. So thanks, Coy. Appreciate that. The gift that keeps on giving, Coy Baker. But we do have some really, 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 really cool news. Is that you now actually have the option an opportunity, I should say, is to apply for employment with Baker Forge and Tool. They're actually looking for somebody right now. There's a post on their Instagram page. Go check it out. I was heavily considering putting in my application. It would require a complete and total relocation to the area because that is conditional upon employment there. That you can't be remote. But I might be going.
I don't know. I don't think Koi's going to tolerate you staring at a piece of Damascus before you hit it.
It'll be a hammer hitting it. I won't have to tap tap.
That doesn't matter.
Well, at least I would go relocate and get fired, and that would be a cool story. It'd be something to talk about on the podcast, anyways.
I don't see you living in Tennessee for some reason.
Oh, that's the end goal, buddy. Somewhere out there.
Oh yeah.
That's the end goal. Yep.
Hmm.
I've had enough of this. But regardless of my end game plans, you should go check out Baker Forge and 2, Baker Forge and 2s and 3s, whatever the fuck I was just saying. And fill up your cart with all kinds of cool shit and use the discount code triple T10. That's TTT10 for 10% off your next purchase. Go use the code. Next time you go there, fill the cart up, get 10% off, use the discount code triple T10.
That's right. Some exciting new stuff coming from them soon that we're not allowed to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what? Huh? Mhm. And even if you're in Hothian and Canada land, you can go get their stuff at Maritime Knife Supply. So he's got you covered.
That's right. Go get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I finished the latter half of my week last week with the class.
Hey, sorry. Where's the fucking beep? The newsreel. Dude, you have to go check out. I saw this Instagram post today. There's this dude who's like setting the world on fire with these amazing jigs. He did another one today where he like fucking glued a knife into some wood to like help level it out so you could use a jig to do it. You might check his page out. It's Tyrell Knifeworks. Another amazing stupid jig.
That's what you wanted to say?
I'm so proud of myself. Tell me about that jig, dude.
No, that's not what I was going to talk about.
I know
I was
that's
going
not.
to talk about my student Mark last week.
Who cares about Mark?
And just that being, the fun part of being, a teacher and teaching people is when you get to see that aha moment in them where they figure out, oh, so he came to me and he's made a few knives and he's really frustrated with grinding. And he got there saying that he was really interested in trying the Tobin jig. And then I proceeded to tell him, I'm not going to let you use the jig. And here's why. And I said, I want, if you were just coming here and this was an experience class, and you weren't looking to take this class for knowledge to make knives when you get home, then fine, use the jig. But you want to learn to make knives, I want to teach you my method of grinding so that you're going to learn it. And in, I'd say 20 minutes, he got to the point where he had pretty much perfectly flat bevels. And more importantly, he could see, oh, yeah, like he had the methodology of, I'm going to put the knife, he got the flat spot on the blade. He got to the point where he could put the knife up to the platen, let go of the handle. So he's just barely holding it with his thumb and it's now flat on that facet. And he's like, oh, okay, I get it now. Now that it's flat, now it's just pressure. And watching him figure that out was a game changer for him and very rewarding for me. So that was cool. And Mark, you did an awesome job and you came out with a beautiful knife. So good job.
Very cool.
Yes. But as far as, so he didn't use the jig and he was happy about not using it. But I used it today. So I'm prepping the knife, or I'm starting on the knife that I'm going to take to Dave Lish's house to do the frame handle.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I would do something I've never done, which I want this thing to have call it dual hollows. I want the clip to be a really deep, like a really tall, hollow clip, like hollow ground clip, which I never do. They're usually always flat ground. And then a big hollow on the side of the knife. I'm using the 36-inch radius platen to do the hollow on the blade. And then I want them to converge in the middle or like a third down the blade. You following what I'm saying?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, you feeling what I'm
As
throwing down
as I'm
here?
falling asleep. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. I'm with you.
So it's not, it's hard to get that 36-inch, or I find it personally hard to use that 36-inch radius platen. And it's even hard for chef knives, like getting that on the right side, the right place in the blade. And that's where the Tobin jig is like shines. But I needed, this is a buoy with a clip, and it's like one of the curved clips, and it's 2/3 of the blade.
Mhm.
So you can't you can't use that jig on a buoy like that. So I just made a little wood piece. If you haven't
Yeah,
seen
you
the
can use it if you don't want a perfectly horizontal line. You would
but
be it 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 wouldn't be straight, right? It'd be angled on the line or
yeah, but then because I've already ground the clip, so the clip's got a point on it, and the point catches on the rest. Because I've tried this before, it catches on the rest as you're trying
oh,
to
yeah,
move
yeah.
it back and
Yeah, yeah,
forth, and it's just all kinds of mayhem.
yeah. Easy
So
for nicking it and
yeah, it
the
just
tip and
yeah,
yeah.
it looks like shit. So gluing that piece of wood on the spine that gave it a nice flat spine, and CA gluing that there, and then shaping that worked perfectly,
Nice.
and it was very easy to
Do you end up taking some off the wood?
yeah, well, just off the sides, but
Just off the side? Yeah.
yeah, but that was like because it was half an inch or 3/4 inch when I put it on
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and I just had to grind it down. But I also made a new rest for the top of the Tobin jig.
Saw that. Yeah, I saw that. A little bit more surface?
I wanted it wider,
Yeah.
and I personally don't use the posts with the handle.
Yeah.
I don't really love the handles, and then it's got all those little things in it. I just wanted to get rid of all that, and I made the rest out of stainless steel so that I don't have any rusting issues.
Cool.
So yeah, it was a cool little project, and yeah, the grind turned out really good. It was just heat treat grind, so it didn't have to be perfect anyway. But I'll finish it up after heat treat.
Nice.
So yeah, but it's a good trick. So anyone out there has a Tobin jig, go try it. And if you don't have a Tobin jig, you need to go to Maritime Knife Supply because
Mhm.
our buddy Lawrence is going to have another. And everyone's asking me, when can I get the Tobin jig? When are they going to be back in stock? And I spoke to Lawrence. They will be back in stock the first week of March. So
Nice.
you better keep your eye open, your eye on Maritime Knife Supply because I think they're going to go quick. I don't remember. I think there's like 30 or 50, maybe 60 in this order. But remember, last time 30 went in like hours.
They went
So
fast. Yep.
they went fast. So keep an eye on it and go check out Maritime Knife Supply for all of your knife making needs, quick shipping, everything you need for knife making, abrasives, handle material, steel. Lawrence just posted. He just got like I don't know how many bars, like 5,000 pounds of steel, something
Yep. I was just
ridiculous.
about to say that. Yep.
Yeah, so I need to go put an order of steel in myself. So yeah, go get
Make
it.
it.
Maritime Knife Supply.
That's right.
Lawrence will hook you up.
He's the man. We're about to hang out next week. Looking forward to it.
I know, I'm jealous.
You should be. Tell me more about how jealous you are. I think we all want to know because Lawrence and I and the rest of the knife making community will be in Texas doing it up,
Yeah, yeah.
talking knives, showing knives, selling knives, doing all things Texas. Um, one of our buddies, John Chandler, recommended what the hell is the name of this place? I wrote it down.
Hmm. You're so ready for this podcast.
Here it is. Dane's Craft Barbecue. I'm
Huh.
highly considering going there. He says, Heinz Schmeins, blah, blah, blah. He said, this is a spot. So
All right.
But I've heard other people from that area tell me that there's a lot better than the 1050 that I've been to in that Heim. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm all
And,
fired up.
yeah, and you've never been there, so like to Blade Show, I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a good time.
yeah, I'm
It's a
looking
nice
forward to it.
venue. I will be sending a knife with you.
Oh, will you?
Stop, stop by next week. I already told Coop that you're going to be bringing him a knife to photograph. So,
Oh, nice.
because
Do I
I
have to bring
finished,
it back?
yeah, you have to bring it back.
Ah, fuck. All right.
I finished that dual buoy build, which was part of it was part of my triple T last week when I did the etching and finishing Damascus. And Jared has a puzzled look on his face, so he obviously didn't watch it.
No, I saw it come up and I chose to watch something else.
Oh, you're always asking me about this process, so you should watch it.
I know. Why? I have you. I don't need to watch your videos. I'm sorry.
Um,
That's for everybody else.
yeah,
No, I did come across it and I somehow didn't get back to it. So
this is the guy you're going to be taking
very
because
cool.
the small one's already sold, so you're going to be taking this one. The Damascus on this, especially the guard, came out really, really nice. The I'm showing Jared on the screen here.
What pattern is that? Which one?
It's twist, but the guard is twist, which matches the twist
Those
on
are some
the
big ass lines. I didn't even.
yeah, it's twist.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's pretty low layer. I think it's only like 30 layer twist.
I
Um,
those are thick ass bands for only
yeah,
30. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, over pure nickel with 1084 core.
Yeah, I love
Um,
how that edge came out super dark.
yeah, it did. Nice and dark and shiny like I like it. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So you'll be taking that to get a picture taken of it from my man Jim Cooper at Sharp by Coop. Um, so I'm happy about that. Haven't had a picture taken of of a knife in a while, so I figured I better get something in.
What was the last one?
I think it was the sword, the
The moon?
katana, the silver katana.
Yeah. In Utah?
Wait, did I to get something taken in this? Oh, wait. No, I had something taken at Blade Show last year. What the hell was it? I don't
I
remember.
don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, it was the no, that was the year before. I don't know what the hell. I don't know.
No, last one I remember is the katana.
I know it was the Ocean Sunset one, but I think that was
That was years ago.
yeah, that was the year before. So yeah, I don't
Cool.
know. It's been a while, and I'm hoping to have a couple for Blade Show this year that I want to get pictures of.
Nice, nice.
So I
Yeah,
think
but
I'm going to break down the Nickel Storm, the big buoy, the big 13-inch one. I think I'm going to break down and do some carving on it. I'm going to take a page from Jordan's book and put a not quite as extravagant as he does, but I think I'm going to put some carving in that one.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm tempted to call him up, but I don't think he's going to tell me how he does it.
I wouldn't. It'd be on a YouTube video. I'd be stupid.
Which is why I'm
Don't
not
fall for it, Jordan. Don't fall for it.
which is why I'm not going to reach out and put him on the spot. So
Oh,
I'll
that's
figure
funny.
it out myself.
I'll ask him for you. Say no. No.
Oh,
Yeah. But hey, so if you are going to Blade, though, reach out to me. Let me know you're going to be there. I want to make sure I see and talk to as many of the 6 people that are, so if half of them go, that'll be 3 people. I want to make sure I hook up with you guys and say hi. Um, and yeah, and all everybody else, yeah, just let's get busy. I'm getting stoked for it. Again, I leave tomorrow for Washington for the rest of the week, coming back on Friday, but be a quick turnaround. Before I know it, we'll be on our way.
that's right. You're going to see Coy there. You're going to see Lawrence there, and maybe 5 of our listeners. We'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
Micah, We're gonna see Noah, but I don't know if it's just a motherfucker.
Oh, Noah's not going now?
I don't think so. I don't
Noah.
think so, but
He's saving up to come to California. That's
that's
why.
right. That's what's more important.
That's right.
Yep. Mhm.
I wonder if Matt from Rock Solid Scales is going to be there.
I'm sure he will be.
Yeah.
But I can't. I should have found that out. Matt, let me know for sure. I'm telling everybody you're going to be there, so show up. Oh man.
And Matt is the owner and proprietor of Rock Solid Scales, maker of Grip Tech, the grippiest handle scales around. Great for kitchen knives, all kinds of knives, any kind of knife you're going to use in any kind of slippery situation, like Jared finds himself in his teens. Get yourself some Grip Tech, put it on your knife. Easy to finish. You don't need to hand sand to 1,000. That's the great part. Hand sand. Would you hand sand that one too? 220,
220 or 400,
220, 400, and then blast it.
and then blast it. Yep.
Nice.
So I would be posting some pictures of that knife too. I'm just lagging on it, but that was pretty cool. But you know what? You know what else? They make the Grip Tech, which is awesome stuff. But you know, you can also go. They have a good selection of some stabilized woods too. I was checking out the page today, and I saw some quilted maple and a bunch of um, other types of handle material as well. So they're not just a one trick pony. They got it all. I did check out. They got some cool ironwood burl grip tech. It
Oh,
looked super fucking dope, dude. Like it was,
Ironwood Burl Grip Tech.
yeah. The Black Widow, Ocean Foam, and many other styles and stuff. And
I'm intrigued.
one of the cool things that he's doing that I'm digging is that you can also buy sheets of grip tech too. So not just single handle skills. So if you're, got a production style game going, you can buy a sheet of it, save some money, get some more bang for your buck, and do many more knives with that grippy grip tech. So
And
go
even if it's
check it
not
out.
production, I love buying this stuff in sheets because then you get more out of it, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
cheaper.
100%, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. It's good stuff. But yeah, when you go load up that cart with all that awesome handle material, make sure you use the discount code triple T10 for 10% off. That's TTT10. That's two T's plus another T and the number 10.
Nice.
Yes.
Another thing
Oh,
I what? Oh,
good transition. So after I finished up that knife, you know what I did?
what did you do? Tell me.
I lathered it up with pelican oil, and holy shit, did that stuff come to life. Really, really awesome. So if you're in the market for some premium protective wax, make sure you go check out Travis Haynes at Pelican Paste. They got hard wax, soft wax, pelican oil, like I just said, hand solved soap, and all the citrusy scent that you can handle. One person, one can, so much beautiful scent. Uh,
Yeah, and Pelican Paste was featured on a very incredible video from Triple T last week. So go check that
that's
out too.
That's awesome. Good shout out, good product, good dude. Pelicanpaste.com, and also the custom tins. He's got you covered, all your needs. Discount code triple T10 for 10% off. Go get it.
Go get it. Smells like oranges. Can't beat it.
Citrusy, citrusy Sunday.
I should make it. I got about a bushel of lemons in my backyard. I should make a competing lemons scented product. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That sounds like work.
That is such oranges are way better than lemons, dude. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want your product associated with lemons.
Yeah, smell like dish soap. That's no.
Uh, yeah. So tomorrow, I'm back. I'm switching gears. I'm back doing restacking the stainless Damascus that we worked on last week.
Ooh.
And I'm going to be joined by a local knife maker. Justin over at JW Bladeworks is coming over, and he's going to hang out and make some stainless Damascus with me. So
Very
that'll
cool.
be fun. Hopefully it's fun and there's not cursing involved, but I think we got it dialed in. There was a lot of learning last week, so I'm confident we're going to make it happen. I got one tiny little billet. We're going to start with that, which is the remnants. You should see what's left of that. It's really, really tiny. The first billet after I
Oh,
ground all the bad stuff out of it. Yeah,
well, you guys even more after the day 2?
yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Because I ground it after day two. I had to grind all that gunk off the sides,
yeah.
and and I cut it and restacked it. It's like 2 inches by 2 inches by about an inch. Like that's how big the billet is
Oh,
stacked.
geez.
Yeah, not even. Sorry, 2 inches by about an inch tall. 2 by 2 by an inch tall. It's really tiny. Maybe an inch and a half tall. It's really tiny. It's enough to make a knife, a smallish knife.
And you're gonna restack that again, or
No, no, that
you
that's that's the stack I have
that's
that I'm
the
going to
stack?
be welding tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So if all goes well, then it'll be whatever 60 some layers, close to seven. Close. I mean, we started with 29 layers, probably ground off a whole bunch. So
Yeah,
it's probably around 70 layers ish.
gotcha.
So we can make
So just
something out of that.
one stack, one forge weld, draw out, and we're done.
Yeah.
Guys,
Put a
nice.
maybe put a little pattern, some ladders or something in it,
Yeah,
and that's it. And then, but the other one is 2 inch by 3 inch, and then they're each about a half inch thick. So that
nice,
one's a decent size.
nice.
That was the second billet we did last week. So I'll be forge welding that one again, that one tomorrow as well.
Oh, nice.
So that should
Cool,
be hopefully a little more steel.
cool.
But you never know with that process.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah,
very wasteful.
yeah. That was it. Just lock in those temperatures.
Yeah.
Fucking tickle your pickle coupler. Make sure that thing's working.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a bunch of problems last week. Sometimes the PID just wouldn't. We
It
weren't
was
sure if it.
strange.
We weren't sure if it was the solid state relay that maybe wasn't tripping.
You know what was? It's funny now, but like the the irony of the fact that you literally said nothing's gone wrong with those relays before, and like a fucking hour later, it was out.
But we found out it wasn't the solenoid. The solenoid was fine. I ended up pulling it out of the garbage the next day.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I
wasn't the
didn't know that.
solenoid. Because I
Oh, okay.
tested it again. The solenoid's fine. We're starting to think it was the solid state relay that is going.
Oh, okay. All
Because
right.
it's funny because okay, folks. So what was happening is we would look and the PID would register like the temperature is like 100 degrees over our set temp, but it's not um, shutting off the solenoid.
Hmm.
Well, but the PID thinks it's off, but the temperature is still reading, of course, because it's not. So it's not the solenoid because it is a normally closed solenoid. So it's getting power fed to it. So that leads me to believe if the PID thinks it's off, the thermocouple is correct. The only thing it could be is the solid state relay because that's what's
Gotcha.
actually setting the power.
Hmm.
So I think I'm going to change the solid state relay in that controller. It's like a $12 part or whatever, maybe 20. It's not expensive.
I was gonna say you can save up and
Buy two.
yeah.
Put them in
Absolutely.
series to make sure that they both work.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, but it did end up working afterwards. So I don't know. We're gonna try it again and just keep an eye on it tomorrow. But that's
Cool.
gonna be my day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, I got a funny joke to tell you. Actually, I thought it was funny.
I'm sure I'm gonna fall asleep.
Well, it was Nate Wapold posted this, and I thought it was hilarious. and we're going to test Jared's uh, knowledge of his heritage.
Mhm.
Why do
We already did that last week or the
we
week
did
before.
we
Yeah.
did did we tell that story?
Huh?
Did we tell that story?
Which one?
The one where you ordered and then she responded in Spanish and you
Oh,
looked at
no,
her
no,
like,
no, no,
what,
no,
what,
no, no.
what?
No, we didn't tell that story. I was talking about your citizenship test.
Oh, no, no. Your heritage, not my heritage.
This is my heritage. But anyways, go ahead.
Um, okay, now, hold on. I got it. I don't want to mess it up. So I took a
You
picture.
already did.
No, I didn't.
You already did. Do, 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 do,
Okay, here
do,
it is.
do, do.
Uh, why do Latinos call dwarf men paragraph?
Why do Latinos, dwarf men, paragraphs, para? I don't know. God dang it.
Because they're too short to be a full essay.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I got it. There's some good ones.
Thank you for Nate Walpole for posting that one. I thought it was funny.
That's great. That's great. Capitalize on my heritage air quotes and my lack of grammar skills. This is fucking great. I was set up to
Okay.
fail on this one.
Oh, so I'm going to tell. So Jared cannot speak Spanish, which I find exceptionally entertaining some days. And
So do I.
we're at the taqueria right by my house, which we go to often.
Mhm.
And Jared, looking Spanish, Mexican, whatever you want to call it, they always
Beaner.
speak to him in Spanish, and Jared always has a goofy look on his face.
No,
And
it's
then,
not goofy. It's a very calculated response these days. I've been doing this my whole life, so but yes, it does provide entertainment for people that aren't familiar with it.
but what did you want?
I got a
You said,
sparkling water. Agua de
oh, that's what it is.
minerales.
Yeah,
Agua de minerales. And she says, "Agua de minerales?" I said, "Yes." And then
that's
she says some word that I still don't know what she said because I
she
nodded
said
my
a whole
head.
phrase, and then you're nodding yes,
She's
and I
like,
didn't know what she said.
and I was like, "Okay, yeah." And the funny part is though, is that for one moment, I literally just said, I was thinking I should have just said, "Yes, the bottle." And I was like, "There's no way this could go wrong."
She brings this fishbowl of a drink to Jared, and it looked amazing. It had all
One
this.
of you ordered a margarita, right? So it was definitely like in a margarita style
It was
cup.
in a chalice. It was
Yeah.
huge, and it had
Yeah.
all some fruit in it. It had some spices on the rim. It looked delicious.
Yeah, at one point that bowl had, like, some shrimp in it. It looked like a shrimp cocktail type cup.
And then Jared had to explain that he didn't really understand what she said.
Well, the bigger part was I wanted to make sure there was no alcohol in it because it looked
Yes.
like it was a I was about to have a fun time.
It did look like one of those, whatever they call those, uh, a beer with spice in it. I forget what they call them, but it
Micheladas?
wasn't.
Yeah, which I've
It,
never had one, but
oh,
yeah, it was interesting. So after they confirmed that there was no alcohol in it, I went to drinking it, and it was good. It was alright. You guys didn't like it though, right?
I didn't mind it. It was a little too,
It was weird. It was definitely different.
yeah, it had a lot going on.
Yeah, it was, but yeah. So my normal reaction to when that happens is I hit him with the radio announcer Jared voice in the most perfect English possible. So they'll be like, I'll be like, they go and they go, buenos dias, and I'm just like, yes, I'll have a super burrito with carne asada, extra guacamole with refried beans and sour cream. And then they're always like, "Oh, you're one of those guys." Uh,
Oh,
it's a lifelong thing. I
well,
used to tell people that because I work in construction and I'd be on site doing a survey a lot of times, and some crews they'd all be Mexican, and they'd be talking and talking and talking, and then they like pick up that I'm not jiving what they're saying. And so I'd be like, here I go, going into another job site and letting my people down one job site at a time.
You never worked
Pretty
at a restaurant growing up, did you?
I actually worked at a restaurant with my father.
Oh,
My
wow.
father had took a stab at a taqueria one time. It was really good. Dad can cook, but he tried to put it in the widest neighborhood in the worst location. It was in downtown Burlingame,
Oh.
on Burlingame Avenue, way in the back of this like mall, and yeah, it didn't work out. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And my dad speaks Spanish, but he doesn't. He part of this like, hey, how's it going? Pretty good. A bit of it, this personality I have is a lot that comes from him. So he used to have me when people would come up, he would say, "All right, son, you just got to tell them, welcome to Lapa Lapa, where everybody is your friend." And I'd be like, "Dad, this is a fucking taco joint. Nobody wants to fucking hear that bullshit. Get out of here." No, Mio, you got to
Lapa,
do this.
wait, what
It's a
was the name of it?
Lapa Lapa.
La Lapa Lapa? What is that? Is that translate to something?
It's like one of those trees, palm tree things you see on the beach.
Palapa?
Lapa Lapa.
Oh, La Palapa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you're saying Lapa Lapa.
Yeah. No,
Lapa. You mean La Palapa. Okay,
Lapa Lapa.
I got it. I get
Yeah.
it.
So every time you're drinking a beer on a beach in Mexico, you're probably sitting under one of those fuckers. But
Yes, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Grass Hut.
Yep. Good times.
I wanna hear all about that. We're gonna talk about that some other day.
Yeah. We gotta get Pops over to fucking cook for us. That dude's an animal. He's an absolute animal.
All right, I'm waiting.
Yep. I think the rats are gone.
You do?
Yep.
Why? Why do you
Because
think this?
the traps are empty.
Oh, maybe they're just smarter than you.
No, they're not there no more. So
Oh, well,
I'm
that's good.
pretty confident. It's been a week or so, and I got um there's no way I can explain it to make it entertaining, so I won't. But I set
Well,
it up to where, like, if they were getting in, like, every time they got in, I knew that they were doing it because of this little fucking draft thing I have under there, but they would chew through that and push it out of the way, and
and now they're
then they
not.
would set up, and now they haven't
I
come in. So
I think they migrated to my house because when we had company over Saturday night, we were sitting in the hot tub and we saw 2 rats running across the fence.
I'm telling you, they're here, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
and Molly just loses her shit every time she sees one,
Yeah.
chases it, is
Yep.
totally unsuccessful, and, makes a lot of noise and pisses off the neighbors, but
Speaking of Molly, our Robert Dashel Parr just celebrated a year. One of our rescue little poodle terriers.
Oh, yeah?
Big day Sunday, yeah. Probably had the worst birthday ever, but he didn't get shit. He just got another day in a nice home. Uh, but
Hey,
yeah,
that's alright.
happy birthday, Dash.
Oh, Molly turned 11 this month,
Oh,
beginning of Feb.
nice. Hey, February dog birthdays. Yay. That's so awesome. So I had a funny thing. So one of our listeners, Brad Harrison of Brad underscore customs, go check him out. He had a question and he hit me up about it, and we worked it out, got him all squared away. But his intro was fucking hilarious. He goes, "Hey man, I'm one of the original 6 listeners." I fucking loved it, dude. I was like, that deserves a fucking shout out because
We love you too, Brad.
yes, awesome, 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 and we're all squared away now. But just wanted to give him a shout out. But it's always really good to meet one of the OGs of this massive total that we have of 6. But thought that was great.
It might if he tells 2 friends and they tell 2 friends, we might be up to 10.
Yeah. Well, we're
Wait,
back to
my
6
math
because
is wrong.
he tells 2 friends.
and
They
they tell
tell
two
2 friends.
friends.
That would
That's
be 10.
no. They each tell two friends.
Oh, that would be 17. Yes, you're right. Good.
17. Jared is not mathing very well.
I gotta take my pants off to count to 21, so yeah, it's no.
That's 20 and a half.
Touche.
Oh,
Alright.
well, one more sponsor I want to talk about because I got to use my two Basterds hammer last week with Mark, who loved it, and
Nice.
did a whole bunch of forging during the class. So definitely, you need a forging hammer. Go check out Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies. You're probably going to see Frank at Blade, Texas. Did you reach out to him? He's probably going to be there. That's
I
his
don't even
stomping
need to
ground.
reach out to him. He's gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, and
Yeah, he's going to find you. He's
we're
going to
gonna
make
do
you
it.
wear a kilt.
I'm down. That's that's what I'm
Okay,
bringing for the bathing suit.
if that happens, there better be pictures.
Not for you. You have to show up. What happens in Blade, Texas, stays in Blade, Texas, dude. That's
No, it doesn't. It's called this
yeah.
thing called the internet.
It's called Everyone is Going to Hide the Fun from Dennis.
But if you need yourself a straight peen, cross peen, any kind of peen, go.
Hey, if anybody's interested, I'm gonna throw this out here. I will happily FaceTime Dennis every time you want to just say hi from Blade, Texas, while he's at home doing nothing.
I will be teaching a 7-day class, but I will interrupt my class to take that call. At
All
least the
right.
first one.
Yeah. All right. Back to your peen.
Uh, go get yourself a hammer from Frank and Nita over at Two Bastards, and tell them Dennis and Jared sent you. Go get one. You won't regret it
That's right.
because
Ain't it grand to have a fat peen in your hand?
Jared can only imagine.
Yes. That's
All
why I
right.
bought one. That's why I bought one.
Let's do some maker spotlights.
Sounds good. Who do you got?
Well, I was thinking of Blade, Texas, because I'm not going, and who do I see at Blade, Texas? Always run into my buddy Eric Rivers from the Rivers Experience, so I figured I'd give him a shout out this week. I assume he's going because I mean, it's only a simple 5 hour, 6 hour. I don't know. Texas is big. Who knows? Could be a
I don't
10
know.
hour
He
drive.
drives straight all the way through from wherever he's at to Atlanta, so I'm pretty sure he's making this one.
Yeah. Um, but go check out Eric and all the stuff he does on the YouTube channel, the Rivers_experience. Eric is part of our YouTube Knife Maker Challenge. I don't I don't think he's ever missed one. And he's also does all kinds of forging at a bunch of Ren fairs. He's hooked up with the Dragon's Breath Forge.
I
Am I?
think you're right.
Is that the name of it?
I think you're right.
Anyway, it's really cool forges that look like dragons. I'm really jealous of. But go check out Eric and check out his Instagram at the Rivers Experience and his YouTube channel, the Rivers Experience.
Yes. What's he up to?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Eric in a while. I'm probably not going to see him. Not probably. I won't see him until Atlanta. So say hi to him for me.
I will.
So who do you have?
Oh yeah. I was just checking out his page real quick. Oh, look at that. He's got a forging progression. I should reach out to Eric. Holler at me. I love this. Very cool. He does some really cool stuff. He's just getting busy doing all things blacksmithing and blade smithing and two bastards hammering and
Yeah, he knows Frank pretty well. They've been at a lot of events together. So
yeah. It's a
he
great
was.
YouTube channel too. I've watched a shit ton of stuff from him.
I was going to say he was one that introduced me. No, it was Chad Kimmel that introduced me to Frank the first time.
Oh, okay. Hey
Yeah.
Chad. I hope you're going too.
Oh yeah, it's another one you probably see there. Well, he's got a whole bar, so he might be busy, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it because he's only over in Dallas, like 45 minutes away. So we'll kick his ass if he doesn't go.
Yes.
All right, who you got for Maker Spotlight? Tell me,
So
tell me.
the other sometime last week, I think it was, someone reached out to me and said, "Hey, you're from the Bay Area. I grew up over there, and I still got a lot of friends." And I was checking it out, and I think I met them in it was in Atlanta. No, it was Utah, Utah. So Keennison Knives, they have they make absolutely awesome folders. I think I was messing around with the Fido, um, which was just is so smooth, so beautiful, just a beautiful pocket knife folder, with crazy. They got a lot of mono steel and stuff, but I'm looking through the page right now. Lots of Damascus stuff, just really awesome stuff. They got a couple different models. Bull Terrier is another one, but that is Keennison Knives. That's Keanison Knives, one word, on Instagram. Um, and he has 25.6K followers. And if you're not following him, make sure you go check him out. Tell him the boys at Triple D said what's up and featured him on the spotlight. And I'm going to see him as well in Texas. So
Nice.
yeah,
Uh,
really cool stuff.
I looking through stuff. It's really awesome. I was not following him. Then I got down to the picture. I'm like, oh, I remember those guys. I
Yep,
met these guys before.
yep. I almost walked away with one of those the Fidos. I was like, I was if I hadn't already bought the oh
The
the
Microtech.
fucking the Blems. No, the Spyderco. This guy.
Oh,
This dude,
oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Manix, yeah, or the Maximit Para 3 Blem. It's like $100. But yeah, really cool. So I
Yeah,
was
they got
tapped.
some beautiful knives.
Yeah, really good stuff, dude. Really cool people, good dudes, a lot of fun to hang out and talk. So go check them out.
I love that Kumai that's a ways down with the black, big black, like half the knife is a bolster, it looks like. And it's got like
Yes,
copper,
yeah,
carbon fiber. Very nice.
I, I'm not there yet, but like one of the first knives I ever made had Koa with green liners and green pins. That's my jam. I'm doing another one right now. One of those, the it's like a chupacabra ish kind of build, but a little thinner version of it. It's going to have that same Koa wood with green liners and pins. But I saw one of his folders has that. Just I love that. I haven't seen the Kumai. Oh,
Keep
I see it. Yep,
You see it?
there it is.
See the one
Yep,
I'm talking about?
yeah, that's badass.
Yeah. Yep. It
Big
looks
copper
good.
washer thing right there around the pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bitching.
And I have some that copper laced carbon fiber that I'm dying to try. So I think that's gonna be on a Kumai folder on my table in at Atlanta.
Very cool.
Yeah. And going to use that new mammoth ivory that I got from Kieran's Koa. So
Oh
excited
yeah,
to
yeah,
try
yeah.
that out too.
Oh, that's funny. I just opened Instagram and there's a picture of some mammoth ivory. That shit's
Nice.
expensive.
It is. It's very expensive, but I got some really killer pieces from Kieran, so I'm excited to use them.
Nice. He'll probably be there too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where's he based. Don't know.
Probably out of Hawaii.
He's not though. That's Jarrett
Yes,
over at
Jarrett's.
Haikoa.
I'm not
We
gonna be
got
able to
one
find it.
other little item to discuss,
Yep.
which
I'm
is
just trying to
not
pull
so
it up
good
here.
news. But before that, anything else that we wanted to
Uh
cover?
Let me see here. I think I covered it. Oh, no, it's fucking fantastic news. So, have you ever had a sticker with your face on it
I have not.
Well, sir, I have. And I have had the pleasure of people showing me this sticker in places all over the world. I had somebody show me one. They found it in Australia, New Zealand. Um, I did slap a couple all over Puerto Rico. I never posted that. Yeah, we I was in one of the islands as well. Um, but I got a message from Toby, and we voice chat a lot, right? And this time he sent me this video, and it starts off, and it looks like he's digging through the trash. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So he's like going through this, and then he pans over, and then I see my fucking ugly mug, the fucking nice Crocs thing, and he goes, "You won't believe it. My wife comes in my area, and she threw you in the rubbish." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Don't worry, I got you." So he saved me from the trash, and then posted this reel the other day about, pulling me out of the trash. And now I said, well, bro, go stick me on something and get to save me from the trash. So
And did he?
I am now proud to say that I am in England on a laptop as well, and just adding to the many places the nice Crocs picture of myself is. So very cool. I thought he put it on a tray. So when I was posting it on my story and Triple T story, I thought I was saying from the trash to a tray, but it was actually a laptop. But yeah. So thank you, Toby, from saving me from from the trash.
No, but Toby, when you're surfing porn, you're gonna have to look at Jared's face.
No, it's on the backside. Yeah. He will when he enters into that moment.
Oh, sorry about your luck,
uh,
Toby.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think up some antics for this year.
Yeah, you
Put
are.
my thinking helmet on for that one.
Yeah. That's a big ass
Oh,
helmet.
all right. I've had
Yeah.
enough of
Well,
you.
I have to. But yeah, back to the we have a lot of fun. We love the community. And one of the things I do love about it is how we rally around um our fellow makers when shit's not so good. And we've all kind of got the news that we had a fellow maker, Steve Pellegrino from Pellegrino Cutlery, was in a pretty bad accident and is on life support. And um, there's a GoFundMe page circulating around, and I will get that on our story and share that as well here. But if you have the means and you're able to, consider supporting and giving anything you can. And we're our best wishes and all the positive vibes, prayers, whatever you're into for Steve and his family during this time.
Yeah, for sure. It's sad news.
Yeah, cool dude, great maker. Always see him around Makers Camp, and just horrible when we hear this kind of stuff. So, like I said, if you can, please consider that, and you know, send all that good good vibes their way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, sort of leave the end of the show on a downer, unless you got a joke for us or something to end us with.
Dennis. That's it. Do.
You
Yeah, it's all it's
suck.
it is about good times, but that's part of our deal here. So, yeah, that's all I got, man. Good show.
All
Good
right.
talk.
We
I
will
won't
see.
see you for a while.
Wait, but you're going to be next week. You're not leaving until.
Well, what's this cat's name? Um, I'm drawing a blank here. Justin. Yeah, you're
But you're.
sorry, dude. You gotta hang out with him by yourself, dude. I normally try to come and intervene to help those people that end up at Dennis's shop, but I ain't gonna be there. So
Yeah, but you're gonna be doing the show next week. It's not like you're gonna be missing a show. Are you gonna be around? Are you gonna be around for that show?
yeah,
Oh, all right.
I'm just
Just
not
making
gonna
sure.
talk to you for the week, dude. That's all.
I'm
No, you
just
talk to
trying
me
to
every
plan.
day. You text me all the fucking time. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be busy. That's all.
All right, you're gonna be. But when you flying back from Texas?
Friday afternoon. I get back in Sacramento around like 4:35,
No,
something
no,
like that.
from Texas. When are you flying from Texas back? Sunday night?
From Texas? Oh man, you fucking making my mind. I'm talking about this trip. I haven't got there yet.
I don't care
Yes.
about this trip. I'm asking you about Blade, Texas. When are you
Yes,
flying
I'll be
home for
back.
Sunday?
I'll be back Sunday morning.
Okay, so
And
we're
you're
doing.
out.
No, I'm not out. Why do you think I'm out? I'm not out till the 21st.
Okay. So I got to deal with you for another couple weeks.
That's right. That's what I'm confirming.
Okay.
All right.
Get out of here.
Bye. Buh.
Play the play the Olive Garden. Let's go.
I haven't seen that commercial in a while.
I haven't either. But you can get endless Brits. Olive Garden. I can't even remember the main theme. I think Coy's was way better, but that's a wrap.